Welcome to the video. I've got some very, very important news to tell you. Nobody gives a fuck. Off rip, it may seem a bit like, whoa, that's a bit out of nowhere. Like, what do you mean by that? People are far too worried about themselves and what other people think about them rather than what they think about you and what you're doing. Now, most people have probably heard that many times, but there is actually insane power in that statement. Embracing the mindset can liberate you from seeking external validation from people. It can empower you to pursue your goals and your dreams without worrying about what other people think about you. The issue is the majority of people go through life trying to please and get validation from other people. Family, friends, acquaintances, society in general. If you become dependent on this, on their validation and their approval, it can have a massive impact on your confidence and your self-esteem level. That's not a strong foundation. That's not going to get you what you want, because you're always just going to be at the expense of other people's judgments of you. So as you begin to recognize that nobody gives a fuck about you, like wholly, as in them, so what I'm saying is most people are just more worried about what the fuck they're doing and their fears and their worries. It will free you from societal expectations and the pressures of everyone else around you. And it gives you the power to make choices based on your own desires and your own goals and dreams, rather than conforming to the standards of everyone else around you. Now, this does not mean that you can just say, okay, fuck it, I'm just going to do what the fuck I want, I'm just going to laze around, do jack shit all day. I'm a king, bro, I can just sit back, I can play my fucking video games, I can wank off the board all day. No, you cannot fucking do that. If you go through life with that kind of perspective, like you don't listen to anyone at all ever, you'll quickly realise that if you do absolutely nothing and you just laze around all day doing jack shit, your dreams and your goals will not be accomplished. So you can't just do nothing. You have to use this no one gives a fuck attitude and apply it in the right way. Obviously, if you're a lunatic psychopath and your goals and dreams are to become a serial killer or some shit, then don't do that. Please. I cannot count how many times people have said to me in my life about, oh, well, that's just work. You're not supposed to enjoy work. It's just part of, that's just life. No, it's fucking not. Bullshit. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, then what the fuck are you doing? Another really, really powerful point is that it really, really helps you stay resilient in the face of criticism from other people. And it'll be easy just to fucking brush off those haters, man, because you know full well that their opinion holds no significance in your own journey. Many of you may have heard this quote, is you will never receive criticism from someone who's doing better than you. They are far too busy on their own goals, their own accomplishments, and what the fuck they want to do with their lives. You will only receive criticism from people who are doing worse than you. Now, a really, really big thing also with the nobody gives a fuck mindset, it helps you be more willing to take bold risks and things that you wouldn't normally do, things that will make you step outside your comfort zone and embrace the uncertainty of it without being paralyzed by the fear, thinking, oh man, what if it goes wrong? What if it goes wrong? Oh, I can't do this, it's too scary. You'll just be like, hey, look, man, at the end of the day, no one's going to give a fuck. Let's just do it. And obviously understand that there will be times when you are faced with monumental challenges and it will feel like you cannot get past it. I know I've been through this many times now, and I massively assume that I will go through it many, many more times, as it is just part of life, especially if you're trying to achieve something big. But despite the fact that you have this belief in you that you can't get past something, when you hit a roadblock, you weren't born with this preconceived notion that this guy's born, okay, he's incapable of doing said thing. It's not a thing. You can do anything you set your mind to if you put the effort in. The mind is so adaptive and has so much potential for growth. Also, when you adopt this mindset, you will build more authenticity in your relationships. When you stop seeking approval from others, you can cultivate more authentic and meaningful relationships with people that's real, and you will attract people around you who appreciate you for who you really are, and they will be more authentic with you as a result of that, because like, okay, this guy is no fucking joke messing around, he's an honest guy, doesn't fucking lie, he's not trying to just please people, he says what he thinks and he just goes for what he wants, and people respect that and they want to be around that. And you will bring around people who want the best for you, and they will steer you away from bad things and push you to become better. Another really, really good thing about embracing this mindset, it puts you in control of your own life, your own narrative. So you become the leader of your own fucking life, your own story. It enables you to live with intention. It's so much easier to pursue something that you're actually passionate about compared to something that other people want you to do. They say, this is a great fucking career path. You get 60k every year and you'll get all these benefits. I'm just like, yeah, but the job sounds fucking shit. There's no passion for that whatsoever. If you're pursuing something that you don't really care about, firstly, it's going to be hard to stay on that track anyway because you don't really care. And even if you do pursue it, you're not going to be able to do it with your full force and full passion because you don't really care about what you're pursuing. Now, don't get me wrong, even if you pursue things that you're passionate about, you will still come across things that you don't particularly enjoy. You know, there will be aspects of your goals and your dreams. Let's say your fitness, for example. I know, I always use this example because it's all I know. Like, for example, when I was studying to be a personal trainer, there were certain elements of it that I didn't particularly enjoy. When I studied engineering a few years ago, I didn't particularly enjoy every single part of that either. That there will be parts of your passions that you don't quite enjoy. I mean, if you're lucky enough to love every single part of it, then power to you. Another great thing about bringing on this mindset of nobody gives a fuck, you can bring about this healthy loop of self-validation and this strong sense of confidence in yourself, because your sense of self-worth will not be contingent on the opinions and judgments of others. It will come from your own achievements and your own accomplishments, which you have achieved from facing your fears and conquering your personal goals. When you don't need validation and approval from other people, it brings about this healthy loop of self-validation. That's the best form of confidence because it comes from your own evidence in your mind of the things that you've achieved for yourself. And with this, you will learn to embrace your authentic self, and you will confidently share your perspective and thoughts with other people without fear of judgment, without worrying about what they're going to say or think. When you're unapologetically yourself and you stick to your beliefs, you stick to your values, people are drawn to you like a fucking magnet. And because of that, that further reinforces that positive cycle of self-validation. It makes you more confident. It brings up your self-esteem. It's just a constant positive cycle that you put yourself in. And of course, even if you're like that, there still will be people who don't agree with your opinions, your thoughts, your perspective, and they may not accept what you do or who you are, but that's fine because you have the choice of who you surround yourself with. Now guys, I'm going to end the video on this one last thing, and that is something that many of you may have heard before, memento mori, which means remember you must die. Now I know that sounds very, very morbid. It is a quote from Socrates, who was a Greek philosopher from Athens. It goes very well, I personally think, with the nobody gives a fuck attitude and memento mori, because you can use that as a really strong motivation to think, okay, well, why the hell would I not just go all out and just put my all into everything? That, along with realizing that nobody really gives a fuck, that is a powerhouse of realization, or at least can be used as a powerful statement. So you're living intentionally, purposefully, cultivating meaningful relationships, and living a truly fulfilling life, where you feel like you've actually become the best possible version of yourself and you're pursuing who you actually want to be. Using this quote can help people really put into perspective what their priorities are in life and their values. It should hopefully encourage you to reassess what truly matters to you in life and to align your actions with your deepest values. You can prioritize meaningful relationships, personal growth, an actual fulfilling life, and of course, how you can help others too. That brings us to the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If anything in this video resonated with you, click the subscribe button, press like. This year, 2024, my goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers. Of course, I need your guys' help to get me there. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Those links will be in the description, so feel free to check those out too. Until next time, peace, guys.